Okay, really quick before we jump into today's video, I just want to say that I recently made a North MTG Patreon, so if you're interested in supporting the channel a little bit more, go ahead and check out the link for that down in the description, where you can check out some really awesome perks, such as at our $5 tier, where you get early ad-free access to all of our videos on the channel, or at the $10 tier, where you can get a really awesome North MTG foil token sent out to you. Just wanted to talk about that really quick. Let's get into some cEDH. Alright, welcome back to North MTG. My name is Zach, and today I got some more cEDH action for you today, this time featuring some super explosive decks and some super explosive gameplay, so stay tuned to check it out, and without further ado, let's talk about today's decks. Today I'll be playing the Izzet Guildmaster himself, Niv Mizzet Visionary. This Izzet Spellslinger list looks to turn burn damage into massive card advantage and close out the game during an explosive manual storm turn. Robert is playing another Izzet Spellslinger list, and I'm sure this game will be completely normal. Anyways, he's playing Krarkashima. This is a list that looks to stick Krark number 1 and Krark number 2, stack coin flips in their favor, and combo off to win the game over, you guessed it, another manual storm turn. And Shane is on Korvold Fakehurst King, the second dragon deck in this video. This deck is looking to stick the commander to use it as an outlet for various sacrifice loops to draw the deck or win with a food chain combo. And Dylan is on Elsha of the Infinite. As the name of this commander implies, this is a deck that looks to set up a combo to infinitely cast Sensei's Divining Top for free off the top of its library to draw the deck, or win the game with a classic Underworld Breach combo. So that's what everybody's rocking today. Before we jump into the games, I do just want to say thank you so much for watching. If you like the content, please like and subscribe. If you want to support the channel a little bit more, please check out that Patreon link that I mentioned down below, or some of our merch that I have linked here on the video. But with all that out of the way, let's jump into some explosive cEDH action.
Who's got pre-games? Oh, sir. Everyone's on 7. That's a fucking shocker.
We're gonna have a game.
I have a pre-game. Gemstone Cavern. I'm gonna get rid of this Exotic Orchard. My luck counter is gonna be Nissa, my favorite planeswalker.
Hell yeah.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Let's... We're gonna tap and crack a Marsh Flats. Grabbing a Tundra. Pay 1 for a Soul Ring.
Response. I'm gonna pay 2 life and mental misstep.
Oh, get him!
I'm gonna pay 2 life and mental misstep.
Oh!
Oh my.
Yeah!
We're game!
So Soul Ring resolved.
Yeah, you got yourself a Soul Ring.
Gonna pay 2 for an Arcane Signet and
God
cast.
damn it.
Alright, draw for turn! Urza's Saga. I'm gonna get my first counter on that. I think I'm just gonna pass there.
Okie dokie.
Haters will say it's fake.
Untap up your draw. Play a Wooded Foothills. I'll crack it right away, go to 39. Grab a Taiga off of Wooded Foothills. I'll tap that for a Ragavan. To finish it off, I'll cast a Sad Mox Opal and pass the turn.
Draw. I will lay down an Arid Mesa. I will cast a Mox Diamond. I'll pitch a Thundering Falls. I will crack the Arid Mesa, getting a Volcanic Island, tapping this for another, and playing Polywog Prodigy.
Oh, sure.
And then I will pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, and draw. I'm gonna play and tap and crack a Wooded Foothills right away. 36, grabbing a Volcanic Island. Attempt, cast Elsha.
Elsha? Sure.
I'll look at the top card of my library. Cool. And pass the turn.
Okay, untap, upkeep, draw. I'll get my next counter here. We're on chapter 2. Land for turn, Arid Mesa. And I think I'm actually just gonna, we're taking it nice and slow. I'm gonna, keep it honest here. I'm gonna just land pass.
Attack. Upkeep, draw.
Put a thumbs up in the comments if you believe that shit.
I'm gonna play an Ancient Tomb for turn. Gotta throw it somewhere, right, Zach?
That's
Ready
right.
to combat.
Me?
You're the only one.
No!
You're literally the only one.
Shane, be cool.
I have to. It's a monkey.
Fuck you, Shane. I swear to God, if this is what I'm getting off my Arid Mesa, I'm gonna be pissed. Mox Diamond.
Yeah, oh, wait, no, I can't do it.
It's okay to just leave it in exile.
You can technically just cast it while I go to the graveyard. I'm not a breach deck.
No, that's okay. I'll tap Ancient Tomb, take 2, go to 37, and cast a Felwar Stone.
Oh yeah.
Mox Opal online.
You're turned on over there.
He's so turned on.
I don't know if this really matters at this point, but I'm going to tap 1, and I'll cast a Vexing Bauble.
Everybody laugh at Dylan.
I don't want to play this game anymore.
Alright, I'll pass the turn on that.
Draw.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna cast Krark
Oh yeah.
Does Kark resolve?
Yeah.
Yep.
Does for me.
Evolve trigger.
I'm gonna pay 1.
He's just gonna play a card so I don't draw.
Yeah, I'm gonna Worldly Tutor.
Yeah.
Grabbing Chatterfang off the Worldly Tutor.
And then I'll pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Spire of Industry is my land for turn. And I'm going to tap this for colorless rather than taking the pain. 4 mana for a kitten.
Scheisse.
Yeah, I got nothing for that.
Probably get rid of like Soul Ring, right? Just so he can't like keep bouncing stuff.
Well, you can keep bouncing. Can you only get rid of an artifact? And you probably just kill the kitten in response to one of its triggers.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Kitten good.
Kitten resolves.
Yeah.
I don't go off right here. So, that doesn't really do much right now. I'm going to move through phases.
Yeah.
Go to end step.
Okay.
Yep.
In your end step, I'm going to crack Arid Mesa. Alright, so get a Thundering Falls off my Arid Mesa. Let's Surveil. I think I'll leave that on top, actually. That's pretty neat. Okay, untap, upkeep, draw. Then I will go to the third thing on Urza's Saga. I'll float myself a mana in response and crack it. Let me do a think here really quick. Just debating how much mana I need. Off of Soul Ring, I'm going to get Urza's Saga. Or off of Urza's Saga, I'm going to get Soul Ring. Words.
More bloopers.
6, right there. Read 'em and weep, fuckers. I'm going to cast Niv Mizzet.
Mana drain?
I wish.
Yeah, you're good.
Please don't.
I'll just draw my
I'm
dismount.
crying myself this fucking sleep.
No response.
Sweet, I have a dragon. Pass the turn.
Zach, I'm thinking about killing your.
Don't do it when you have fucking Elsha kitten on
But my monkey though.
But his monkey, though.
Shane,
Do it.
don't
No,
do it.
I'm
This
not
is
gonna
out.
do it.
Don't kill
I'm
him.
not gonna
Shane.
do it.
Do it.
I'm not saying Niv Mizzet is not a threat. Like, he's a big
So,
fucking dragon
Shane.
who draws a lot
So-
of cards.
no.
And not to mention, this is coming out next turn, presumably.
It's fine. I'll go to my turn. Tap. Upkeep. Draw this squirrel. Pay 3. Cast the squirrel. Squirrels and monkeys.
Yep. You got it, boss.
Guess I just have to pass the turn.
You know, you could have politicsed him to let you hit him.
That's that's not politics, that's a threat.
I'm gonna untap, draw.
Yeah, politic.
Gonna tap 2 for a Grim Monolith, and then I'm gonna pass the turn.
On end step.
On end step.
Should I get rid of anything, or just wait for an activation from?
I mean, I would love you to blow your interaction right now, but because you have Vexing Bauble, like, telling you objectively you should wait until he tries to go for something, probably. Between
Just.
Polywog and Vexing Bauble.
Continue.
Yeah, go ahead.
Untap, upkeep, draw this card.
Know
What
what it
are
was.
you? That's one of the cards of all time. Gonna play a land for turn. Plateau. Kark's a 2/2.
Correct.
Robert, I'm gonna attack you with a 3/3 Elsha.
How many cards in hand?
3 and my top card.
I'll declare no blockers.
I don't do anything before the damage step.
Okay.
Cool. I will take 3, going down to 34.
And I will move through phases 10 step.
Untap. Upkeep, draw. Boy, let me tell you, that Vexing Bauble is sad for me right now. Don't like it, but I think I just pass? Is that the play?
Is it?
Is it?
Is
Is
it?
it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna pass the turn.
Okie dokie. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. All move to combat. Dylan. Monkey.
I mean, I know what you're getting, so that's fine.
Okay.
I'll let that go through, and I'll take the 2 damage. Force of Will.
Ah.
Combat damage went through. I'll make a treasure, and because I made a treasure, Chatterfang will also make me a squirrel. Let's just... So we got green, red, black, and 2 life. Cast Korvold. Korvold ETB. I'll sacrifice the squirrel. +1/+1 and draw a card. I'll just crack it right away. Lose a life, go to 32. I'll draw a card and get my counter first from Korvold. Badlands.
See, I'm just trying to figure out if the play I'm debating doing is too bad to do.
Tap for black, Imperial Seal.
Polywog Prodigy trigger.
You're good.
Draw. So then he can sack the treasure and get the card.
But he doesn't have the mana to cast it.
Because Warren
But
is
he
3.
3, yeah. But he also could just have fucking Dark Ritual or something in hand.
I will pass priority.
I also will pass priority.
Yeah, sure, bud. Go for it.
This card on the top from Imperial Seal, I'll lose 2 life. Yeah, I'll crack a treasure for a black. I'll get a +1/+1 and draw a card.
Go for it.
That sounds like a dark ritual to me.
Crack another treasure for another black.
Yeah.
Draw a card, another +1/+1. That was so perfect.
God.
Oh,
It was dark ritual.
No, it wasn't.
It was Cabal ritual.
Nope.
2 black floating.
Chains in the tank.
Dude, crack the bauble. Draws you another card.
2.
2 more cards.
2 more cards. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I'll use one of it. Crack the bauble. I'll draw 2 cards. One off of bauble, one off of Korvold. Another +1/+1. Well, I might as well get the Lion's Eye Diamond out.
Polywog Prodigy trigger.
Yep. You're good.
Just short.
Yep.
Roro. There's always next turn.
I love saying there's always next turn in cEDH. It's just like, wait a second, is there?
I mean, you never know. There could be a next turn.
I'll have a pass.
I will untap. Draw. Lotus Petal. It's the only thing I knew I was going to do on my turn. If he cracked the bauble. I was looking at it and I was like, oh shit, there's bauble on board. And then he starts talking about cracking it and I'm like, I'm going to keep my mouth shut. Okay. Tap for a blue, a red, float to colorless for a Varen.
Oh, I don't like that.
It's going to give me another Krark trigger. Yeah. Does Varen resolve?
In response, I don't know if this is going to do anything to Varen yet, but I want to get a little bit farther deep. 3 to cast Savine's Reclamation off the top of my library, targeting Marsh Flats, and then Displacer Kitten trigger, targeting Arcane Signet.
I'm gonna think. I don't like what either of you two are up to over there. Granted, you only have 3 mana, 2 of it's colorless. You don't have that removal, do you, Shane?
I used up all my mana.
I hear the sirens. I think it's table police time.
I'm in not blue, so it's not my duty to counter
I-
anything.
Yeah, Dylan, you can get your Displacer Kitten and your Sabians.
Okay, so Arcane untaps from the Displacer Kitten.
Flickers.
It flickers. So Savine's resolves. I'm going to get a Marsh Flats. I'm going to pay 2 life, going to 32. I'm going to gut shot the monkey.
Monkey.
Response, Polywog Prodigy trigger.
Resolves. Or
Well, think of the thing on target there. What if...
I'm just trying to get farther in my deck.
I do think you should put one on Krark, just in case. Because
He's not going to cast it again.
there's always a chance that he could. I do think.
Or, Zach might have a 1 damage to put on it.
I don't right now, but I could. I do think you should put the gut shot on Krark because
Okay.
I do have... It's a long shot, but there's a chance.
Okay. With that, I'll aim it at Kark.
Okay, Krark will take 1 damage.
Yeah, but yeah, the Polywog trigger.
Polywog
will
trigger.
go through.
Yep. Draw.
And then what's my top deck? Okay. If it wasn't for the Polywog, I would burn through this right now. Thing is, I can deal with the Polywog, but it's my only piece of removal. I'm going to pay a life, going to 31 to crack my Marsh Flats. Hollow Fountain. We'll pay 2 life, Hollow Fountain entering, going to 29. I'm honestly just like banking on the top deck getting a counter spell right now, if I'm being 100% real.
Or also removing Krark. If you remove Krark, Varen does jack shit.
I can remove Kark, but I don't want to use my only piece of removal when I want to use it on the Polywog.
Fair.
But we'll see. I missed a trigger. Gut shot, untapping.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's fine.
Yeah, my bad. Mobby. That doesn't do it. Okay. Still on Varen, because this isn't going to fucking do anything. I should have just opened with this, but whatever. 1 blue to into the Flood Maw, the Thumbless.
Polywog trigger.
Will resolve. Which I wanted to use that on the Polywog, but getting trigger.
Using one of the floating and cracking for a red in response to the Displacer Kitten trigger, I will cast a Pyretic Ritual.
You know, I was kind of wondering why Dylan is going so hard on this Varen cast here. Now it makes a lot of sense after seeing this Pyretic Ritual here. If Robert was able to resolve the Varen and have the Krark out and start flipping that Pyretic Ritual back to hand, bouncing it back and forth over and over again with Varen, eventually getting out of Sakashima, there's a very real chance that he could have just comboed off in one here. Of course, that is barring interaction from Shane and I. Of course, Shane did pretty much telegraph to the table that he had removal, though he is completely tapped out right now. And it seems also pretty telegraphed that I at least have something going on at instant speed over here. It's always kind of suspicious when Izzet deck just says draw go. So maybe he could have priority bullied a little bit more here, but yeah, definitely had the read that Robert was going for something crazy.
Krark trigger.
Krark trigger.
Do you have anything for this, Dylan?
I do not.
I think this is where I jump in.
That would be wooed.
I'm gonna float.
If you jump in here, are you going to be able to stop him when I fail?
Probably.
Yes.
So what I'm doing is not countering anything, I'm drawing a lot of cards.
Wild.
So I'm floating a color, so I'm gonna cast the Price of Progress.
Okay.
I have no response to Price of Progress.
Same.
Sweet. So, how much damage does everybody take?
Taking 10, going to 19.
6 going to 24.
2 damage, go into 32.
So I will draw 18 cards from Niv Mizzet. I believe it'll go boom, boom, boom. Okay, so 6, then 10, then 2. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I'll draw the 6 from Shane first. So 1, 2, 3, 6. What's the storm count right now? So storm count 7.
Yeah.
I will use my floating colorless in 2, and I would love to cast an amphibian downpour.
Storm is now at 8.
So 7 copies of Amphibian Downpour on the stack. I'm going to distribute these here. That with the original on Elsha. So there will be 2 total Amphibian Downpours on Elsha.
With that, does anyone else have a response to that going around the table?
I fucking wish.
I don't have a response to it.
I have a small response.
Okay.
1 white, ephemerate targeting Elsha.
Polywog Prodigy trigger.
Trigger.
And Displacer Kitten trigger.
Targeting Arcane Signet.
Okay. All 2 life into Misstep. You can grab from
Polywog. Yep. Okay, so we're resolving Amphibian Downpours.
Yes.
Okay. So there's 1 on every creature except 2 on Elsha, including the original on Elsha.
I now have a big boy frog.
Big frog. You got the biggest frog on the field. That will untap.
No, biggest frog is there.
Oh yeah, that's a big ass frog. Damn,
Big frog.
That's a big frog.
They're just 1/1s, right?
Yeah.
God, Amphibian Downpour is so good! And then I think we're good to go to Krark triggers now. Oh, geez, I still have more cards to draw.
Yeah,
you do. Yeah, you do. We're back
that was
on
the first 6.
Yeah.
We're back on Niv Mizzet for
So that was the
10.
first 6. So then
10.
10. 1, 2, 8, 9, 10. And then 2 more. 2 mana draw 18 seems good.
Krark triggers.
Yep.
Evens is copy. Odds is back to hand. Back to hand.
This is finally resolving.
Yes.
Yes, the Varen will resolve.
Yep.
Okay. Actually, I had that gut shot in the middle.
Yeah, that should be 1
Did
damage.
that put damage on it? Well,
damage on
it's a frog now. With
Oh,
1/1.
yeah, Krark dies because it has the 1 damage marked on it from the gut shot.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good catch.
Magic is a hard game.
I will let my mana fizzle. I'm moving steps. And then I will move to end step. Let's discard the Pyretic Ritual. And then I'm good to pass.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. I know what it is. It's a fucking land. So I couldn't fucking get it off earlier. Mana conflicts.
That would have been a great turn to storm off. Oh, so sad.
Zach, we're attacking you with 2 1/1s.
Or-
No blocks.
That's what I figured, but
I'll take 2 and go to 31.
pass.
Any end step actions?
I'm tapped out good.
Untap. Upkeep draw. Let's go with a City of Brass as my land for turn. I'm gonna go red, 2 colorless and cast an Ashling Flame Dancer.
That's a good card.
That's a really good card. Does Ashling resolve?
Sure.
I'm gonna cast a Rite of Flame. Trigger Ashling. I will discard a card, then draw a card. I'm gonna discard this land, draw a card. I'll add 2 red. It's like an embarrassment of riches over here. I'm gonna use 1 of the floating red to cast an End the Festivity. Ashling trigger, I will discard a Misty Rainforest and draw a card.
And now the
Then-
creatures take 2 damage.
Yeah, they take 2 damage from Ashling, and then it's an additional 2 damage from Ashling to each opponent. opponent.
Yes.
So it'll be 3 damage total each opponent, so I'll be drawing 9. Increments of 2, 2, 2. I'll go 2. I'll do the next 2.
Still
And
this
I'll do
point.
the next 2.
Oh yeah.
Then I'll draw the 1, 1, 1. I'll just draw 3. I'm going to exile from my hand a Simian Spirit Guide, going to 2 floating red, this, 2 red, cast a Seething Song. So Seething Song, Ashling trigger, I will discard 1 ring, draw a card, adding 4 red through Ashling, and then I'll add 5 red through Seething Song. I'm going to spend 3 going to 1 and cast a Bergie. I'll use a red and cast a Lightning Bolt, Robert, targeting your face. Trigger Bergie to add a red.
I will take... I have no response. I will take 3 damage.
I am going to spend 2 to cast a Kessig Flame Breather, trigger Bergie to add a red. Oh, I missed the Ashling on the Bolt. That's fine.
Nothing's changed since then. It's mandatory.
Oh, okay. Well, discard another land, draw a card. I'm going to cast a Lotus Petal, trigger Kessig Flame Breather, deal 1 damage to each opponent. And then draw 3. Cast a Chromox, deal another 3. Take another 1 each.
Okay.
I'll imprint Displacer Kitten. Why not? I don't even need it. I'll use one of my red. I missed Bergie triggers or whatever. It doesn't matter. I have Ghostfire Slice, Robert. Targeting your face.
Alright, really quick in post, I noticed a rare instance of 2 wrongs making a right. So you'll notice none of my opponents here actually control a multicolor permanent, meaning that Ghostfire Slice should actually cost me 3 mana to cast, even though I only spent 1 here. But you'll notice that conveniently I missed 2 Bergie triggers prior to this, meaning that with that mana that I should have had, I'm actually at the net correct floating mana right now, because I should have had to pay 3 mana for this Ghostfire Slice. Like I said, rare instance of 2 wrongs making a right, but wanted to point that out really quick. Back to the game.
4 damage to your face. Bergie
No
trigger
response.
to add a red. Kessig Flame Breather trigger to deal 1 to each opponent.
And Aetherling trigger.
Yes, and
Yes.
discard another land to draw another card. I added my Bergie red, and then I'll draw my 3 from the Kessig Flame Breather pings.
And I took my 4 from the Ghostfire Slice. I'm at 19.
I'll just simplify this. I'm going to go to 4, and I'm going to cast a Firestorm. As an additional cost, I have to discard X cards.
18 will do it. No, 18 will do it.
Yeah.
And 18's your number.
Okay.
Yeah.
So discarding 18 cards as the additional cost, and then I'll get those, draws.
Oh yeah, and then the Niv Mizzet will go on the
Yeah,
stack
they'll go on the
before.
stack, but we'll be dead to game
Yeah.
state by then.
Yeah. So
Angel's Grace. Yeah, you're good.
Alright, so Firestorm X equals 18 to the face. Okay, so let's address the elephant in the room. That was an illegal cast of Firestorm. Shame on me. For some reason, when I put this card into my list, which if you check my Moxfield list down in the description where you can find this deck list and all of the other deck lists in the video, I did actually cut this card from my deck since filming this game. For some reason, when I initially put this in my list, my brain added a little up to before the X targets. That is not how this card works. X cannot exceed the number of legal targets for Firestorm, so this was an illegal cast of the card. That being said, I still wanted to put out this game because it was a really cool, super explosive game, and Niv Mizzet is such a cool deck, and I was really excited to be able to show exactly what it can do on camera, even if the way that I closed out the game wasn't actually correct. And, let's be honest, I had this game in like 10 different ways, with like the 40, 50, whatever it was, cards that I had drawn. There was no way that I was losing this game. I could either just keep burning out the table with my extra Bergie mana I was getting to just keep cycling through casting things over and over and burning out the table with different burn engines. I could have gone to a Final Fortune turn and continued everything, or I could have just jammed a Breach and won that way. It's just unfortunate that the way I decided to actually do this on the video wasn't correct. Like I said, I had the game in like 10 different ways. It's just the thing that I did wasn't legal, unfortunately. Just wanted to talk about that quick. Regardless, Niv Mizzet is such a fun deck to play. There's nothing like that dopamine hit of when I cast the Price of Progress earlier and got to draw 18 for 2 mana. Absolutely nutty card Niv Mizzet is. But anyways, dumb misplays and everything aside, that is all I got for today's video. Once again, if you like the content, please like and subscribe. It does really mean so much to me. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.